Guys, why does the Stairmaster murder me every single time? She's always creeping in the background. Like, it's never gonna get easier. It was in the freaking dead of sun too, so we were drenched today, like literally drenched. Guys, it is a whole freaking... Oh, right. Alright, hold on. We have to run into Aldi. We can put a shirt on them. It's literally... No, I'm not. I'm going in like this. You are? What is they gonna do with Aldi? Freaking judge me? We were just at the gym.
Probably. Just put a shirt on.
Nah.
Over
Over it. Guys, it's so humid out today. Literally, it's like a pops. It's like, I was gonna say it's like a popsicle, but popsicles aren't hot.
More like you need popsicles.
It's gonna be a soupy. That drama, Aldi's didn't even freaking have fresh avocados. They were all rock freaking hard. They were literally like, I would have had to murder them to even attempt to get anything good out of them. So, scratching the avocado idea, and we're just headed into Fork homes. We are back from the gym. We wanted to stop at Aldi's and get some avocados so we could do fried egg with avocado, but Aldi's was out of avocado. Oh no, they weren't out of avocados.
A plentiful of avocados, but all of them were rock solid.
Yeah, literally so freaking hard. So we gave up on that. We could have stopped at another food store on the way home, but we got lazy and we're hungry. The workout today was hot fire flames. It honestly felt so good. On Saturdays, we've kind of just been like doing whatever we've been in the mood for doing. Like, it hasn't been anything formal or designed. Are you good? We haven't been doing anything crazy or like formal or designed or anything. We've just been like getting in and doing whatever type of workout. We've been working out in the apartment gym, but I had to go into work for an hour to teach a class. So I was like, okay, well, while we're here, might as well mess around and get a little workout in. So we did that. We kind of hit full body. The squat rack, like barbells, were open today, which they never are anymore because the gym's been a little bit busier. So we took full advantage of it. We kind of just did a full workout, like right in that little area because they were open and available. So we kind of just messed around a little bit, got in a fun workout, and now we're going to make some breakfast and get on with our day. Okay, so it has now quite honestly been a few days since I last recorded that vlog. I worked out, we went to Aldi, made ourselves breakfast, and then from there we honestly kind of just like laid by the pool the rest of the weekend and just like relaxed and enjoyed. So I honestly didn't really film much, but before I wrapped up the video today, I wanted to take a moment and talk about something that is probably one of the biggest things that I get questions on through my Instagram and through YouTube, and that is tracking calories. So many people have questions about how they know how many calories they're supposed to track throughout the course of a day, what should their macros look like, the whole 9 yards. So I decided to kind of take a moment and show you guys kind of the app and the website that I have been using if you decide you want to calculate based off of yourself, your goals, your body type, your fitness level, how many calories you should be calculating, and then also if you decided to break it down into macros as well, kind of what that would look like a little bit. So I decided to use myself as an example and kind of show you a little bit more of the website that I use, and then you can go into a little deeper dive if you decided that that's something you wanted to do for yourself. So there is so many different kind of macro and calorie calculators out there that everyone has pros and cons to it. Obviously not one is absolutely and totally perfect. At the end of the day, like, not one of them is directly in front of you. Not one of them knows for sure how you feel when you're eating this many calories compared to that many calories. So it really has to be a little bit of a trial and error period. You need to see kind of how you feel eating this amount of calories compared to that amount of calories. So while I kind of go through this, keep this in mind. Like, if you have an app or a website that you've been using and you find that you tend to gravitate and just feel really confident and comfortable with a completely different app or website, there's nothing wrong with that at all. There are also tons of other ways that you're able to calculate that, like through doing a body composition test or things such of that matter. I decided to kind of show you guys next to me while I'm talking through it. I'll show you guys a little screen recording of what the website actually looks like. So the website is called Legion Athletics, and it's just their macro calculator. So this is the one that we've kind of been using for a hot moment while I work with clients, and I've honestly just overall found really, really good accurate numbers for the most part doing all of them. So the first thing that it asks you to do is if you want to be using pounds or kilograms. Obviously I use pounds. Then you'll select your gender, so I will select a female. The next thing it's going to ask you is how much you weigh. So at this point, I am right around, last time I weighed myself, right around 147 pounds. So that's what I'm gonna put in. That's the closest number that I have to this point. I am 5'3", and I am 22 years old. From there, it's going to ask you how many times do you work out every single week. So this is where you honestly have to be super, super candid, because I think I see probably the most room for error in this area when it comes to working with clients. Everyone wants to tell you that they are so much more active than they are, that they're constantly moving around in their day-to-day life. Oh, I'm never sitting down for hours at a time. And like, no matter how much you are active, maybe in your job, or you're not sedentary, just sitting on the couch, what this really wants to know is how many hours are you physically working out in the gym or doing physical activity every single day. So for me, I am probably active, I would say, probably gravitate more towards the 7 to 9 hours of exercise or sport every week. I could probably do a ton, which is a 10 or more hours, but to be on the safe side, I'm gonna go a moderate amount, so that, or not a mod, I'm going to go a lot, which is 7 to 9 hours of exercise or sport per week. Then down there, it kind of asks you what your goals are. So do you want to lose fat or cut? Do you want to build lean muscle or lean bulk? Or do you want to maintain the same weight? Right now at this point, I want to build lean muscle. So it's telling me right now that my basal metabolic rate is right around 1,398 or 1,400 calories. What basal metabolic rate means is that if you were to lay on the couch all day long, watch Netflix, not move, not get up, literally like just lay there and do absolutely nothing, basal metabolic rate is how many calories you are burning every single day doing absolutely nothing. So that's super important to keep in mind, because a lot of people think like, oh, I need to eat 1,200 calories in order to lose weight, or oh, there's no way that eating 900 calories is bad for you. You can see just based off of my numbers, I burn right around 1,400 calories every single day. Because of that, that means that in order to just give myself and my body the fuel it needs just to survive, I have to be eating at least 1,400 calories every single day. Since I am a very active individual, since I'm moving around, I go to the gym however often, you can see then that my total daily energy expenditure, or whatever I do throughout the entire course of the day, through exercise, through movement, through just probably not laying around on the couch and doing nothing all day long, I'm burning closer to right around 2,400 calories. So in order to be able to want to put on muscle mass, I need to be eating over that 2,300 calorie to be in a surplus. I need to be really fueling my body and giving myself tons of energy and tons of nutrients that it needs in order to be able to build muscle and really just bulk, quote unquote. So you can kind of see that it wants me to be eating right around 2,600 calories. Now that is a ton of calories for me personally. So if this was myself working with a client, I would probably tell them to honestly start shooting for right around 21 or 2,200 calories every single day. And then once they get comfortable with those numbers, to start to make their way up. This is really important because most people are really under eating. Like right now, even though I do a great job of eating and fueling myself with nutritious foods, I can almost guarantee you I am not eating 2,600 calories every single day. And I think it would probably take a hot minute for me to get up to that point unless I'm shoveling my face with food all day long, which for most people they don't want to do. So I always tell people to start on a slower note and kind of work your way up little by little, adding a little bit of calories here or there. To put into perspective, if my goal was to lose weight, you can see how that number drastically shifts, and now it wants me to eat right around 1,900 calories because I would be then in a calorie deficit compared to the 2,400 that I burn every single day. I would only be taking in 1,900 calories, meaning I'm eating less than I am burning every single day. From there, you can see that if something that you were interested in was macro tracking, you also can see different macro splits. This is the one based off of me wanting to lose weight. It has it broken down into a 40-40-20 split, which is a relatively basic split for macros. And then you can see it's right around 190 grams of protein, 190 grams of carbs, and 42 grams of fat. Obviously that can all be shifted around. So like if I would like my carbs to be closer to like that 35% mark and my fat up to 25%, you can shift those numbers around, but it kind of just gives you a little bit more of an insight into kind of how your body's working, what makes sense for you individually. It really looks into so many different aspects of your life. How old are you? How much do you weigh? How tall are you? How much are you moving? And you're active every single day. I think so many people think that in order to be able to know how many calories I need to be eating, I need to just be like, oh, okay, 1,500 calories. That sounds like the right amount. And while it could be the right amount, it's so personalized and individual that it's so hard to know what I should be eating compared to what you should be eating. And that's why going through a process like this, it doesn't have to be right on the money. Like I said, 2,600 calories for me would be a ton right now, but being able to sit back and kind of be like, okay, I need to be in a calorie surplus if I want to start putting muscle on. I naturally burn around 2,400 calories every single day through exercise and through my basal metabolic rate. So that means I need to start working my way back up to that number. I know that's a ton of information, but I hope that gives you guys a little bit more of an insight into kind of how you can start to determine what that number could look like for you. Once again, that app was just an example. It's just something that I've been using with my clients and that I've used for myself in the past, and I found really good success with it. But there's so many different calorie and macro calculators out there. So kind of play around with them, see how the numbers compare to each other. Use mine and then maybe use the one that you've been using and see how those numbers match up and maybe find a happy medium between the two. But I think it's super good to just have a general idea of how much you are and how much you should be eating every single day based off of you and your goals, if this is something you want to be more serious about. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up. I hope you guys like this video. I kind of love these little informative videos. I think it kind of has to be done sometimes where I just sit down and I talk you guys through basic things like calorie calculating and macro calculating, because that's some of the things I get the most questions about. I know you guys are so interested in them, and I don't want to just blow by it and just show you my workouts every single day if there's more that you guys want to hear about. So if you like this video, you like this workout, which was bomb.com by the way, please make sure you go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up. Y'all already know it supports my channel. If you haven't already, make sure that you subscribe and hit that bell notification so you never miss another video that I post. And it lets me know you like these little chats that we have together about things other than just exercise, okay? If you haven't already, make sure that you follow me on my Instagram so you can see all the other fitness, health, and lifestyle content that I post on there. And I will catch you guys here next time.